Hey guys, welcome back to another Christmas plan with me video. Here's me thinking that putting up a planning video for Christmas in September was a little bit too early and that no one would watch it. And you guys seem to really enjoy it. If you did miss it, I will leave it linked for you in the description bar so you can go back and watch that. Today we are going to be talking about budget hacks and budget ways to have a really affordable but brilliant Christmas this year. I asked over on my Instagram, which is Lara, Joanna, Jarvis. Go over and check me out if you don't follow me already over there. I'd love to see you there in that audience as well. I post daily frugal kind of inspo and everyday living over there. And I asked what kind of content you like to see over on my YouTube for my next Christmas video. And loads of people were asking for affordable and budget friendly Christmas ideas. So here it is, guys. I have been doing lots of research, but also just thinking back to how we have our Christmases. I was not brought up in a, rich family. I didn't have loads of money growing up. I still don't now, but I did have so many happy memories with my mum and my brother and growing up with them. I had so many brilliant Christmases that did not cost a fortune. And I thought I would just share today ways to have a brilliant Christmas. Obviously, after last year, we didn't really get much of a Christmas at all, and you may well be wanting to go all out this year, but obviously maybe trying to stick to a budget as well, or you may just want to be a little bit more organised and get some tips and ideas for how to have an affordable Christmas. Anyway, without further ado, should we get on with it? Let's go. So I've spoken about this before lots of times, so we'll just say it quickly and then move on. But budget. So everybody's budget is going to be different, okay? You may well be able to spend a lot of money on Christmas. You may well be penny pinching and trying to do it on a really tight budget. Everyone's budget is different, but hopefully these ideas are going to be able to be used within every kind of budget category. So it's really important to get your budget and do not stray from it. I know I say that a lot, but I cannot impress the importance as much. That's not even a sentence, but I can't express the importance of this, that don't go over your budget and don't get into debt and don't have January stress of being able to afford heating and food because you overspent on Christmas. It is just not worth it. So plan your budget out. There's planning documents over on my website, which is larajoannajarvis.com, and loads of planning help over there for you guys for Christmas planning as well as normal budgeting as well. So set yourself a budget. People maybe say around 1% of your annual income. So maybe that's £200, maybe that's £500, depending on your average household income. And set that as your budget, and we're going to go through loads and loads of ways to be able to stick to that, but just write that down and don't go over it because it's just really not worth it for one day. Okay, so one of the really lovely things about Christmas that we do now as we are a family is making memories by doing experiences together. Now these can be free, so you can actually have a really lovely Christmas full of memories, but without actually spending any money, or maybe spending a few pounds here and there. So think experiences. So think, one of our favourite things is to get a little mulled cider or something in a little travel cup, and the children can maybe have a little snack if they need one, and go on a little walk around a nice area near where you live and look at all the festive Christmas lights. It's one of my favourite things because it is just so festive, and lots of people seem to do it these days, so it's like quite a nice community thing as well, and it's just lovely. So think of things like that. Another really good idea is woodland treasure hunt. So get some gold coins, maybe get some clues, maybe just do it as a treasure hunt to see what you can find. A free walk in the woods, wrap up nice and warm, and search for gold coins, and obviously then you can go back and warm up with a nice hot chocolate. Another idea is popcorn. So get popcorn and make necklaces out of it with just some string and a needle and thread, knit it through, and then wear it and then watch a movie together. You can do pizza making, you could do just a movie night together. You can make crafts and make maybe presents for people, make gingerbread men. You could do a games night for your family. That's a really lovely one. There's loads of ideas. I will share more on a reel over on Instagram for you guys as well. But it's all about making those memories, and it's not having to have this like massive day and then nothing leading up to it. Do these things which are going to create those happy memories, get you feeling really festive, and they're going to be pretty much free as well. So especially if you guys start early, which hello to my crew that start early in the comments last video. That is amazing. Some of you are already done, which props to you, well done. But keep a track of what you bought because it's really important, especially if you start really early and you buy a little bit here and there and then you're adding to your collection, putting it away. then you can maybe kind of forget. So make sure you just have a little Excel spreadsheet or just write it down, the budget for the person, what you want to buy them, and then when you have bought it as well, just so you don't go overboard and you have too many things for the people that you need to buy for. The next one is to thrift for decorations. I love doing this, and actually a really nice thing is if you maybe got a friend that's into thrifting, and I was thinking maybe doing this with a YouTuber, so let me know in the comments and tag them if you think I should do a Christmas gift exchange with a YouTuber from a thrift store, from a charity shop, because I think that's a really lovely idea. But you could do the same, and you can do it for your decorations as well. So, you know, finding maybe stuff you can upcycle, or even in the loft, like I said in the last video, bring down the things that you've got. And if you want to change your theming, just flock it with some spray or put some different coloured ribbon on it, put some different feathers in it or baubles, different colours. You can upcycle these decorations, and you can do the same thing with things that you find in the charity shop as well. So you don't always have to buy new. You don't have to look at Instagram and think, oh my goodness, everyone's got like this really amazingly beautifully decorated home and I can't afford to do that. Go to the charity shops, find things that people no longer want. They do lovely displays in the charity shop, so there's always a way to try and get much more affordable decorations, and if not, just upcycle the ones that you do already have. A lovely idea for Christmas presents, and we'll get a little bit more into Christmas presents because it is kind of one of those stressful parts about Christmas gifting, but why don't you make people's Christmas presents? A lovely one is to make candles. So just in bulk, it takes less time because you're doing it in bulk and less money. Just buy some essential oils, maybe some melt down some old candles that you own, or just buy some candle nibs. I'll leave some things in the description if you want to find what I use when I make candles. And just boil it all down and use some old jam jars or old repurpose old jars that you've got in your home from other candles, and just make candles. And I think that's such a lovely gift to give someone because you've actually made such an effort. And then you can maybe like jazz it up, give it a few nice things to decorate it with, maybe some sprigs in the wrapping paper or some chocolates with it. It's just a really nice, thoughtful gift to give to somebody, and it's really inexpensive as well. Another thing for gifts is really being intentional with your gift giving. Don't spend loads of money instead of actually making the real effort to think about the person. Maybe do an experience for them that you can do together, make something for them, like I said, just something really intentional. So you're not just like kind of buying loads of stuff because you feel like you should spend loads of money, but just think about the person. What do they like? Do you know that they might need to chill out for a little bit? Maybe you can get them a book and a candle, maybe a salt lamp, or something to maybe help them meditate, learn, maybe a subscription for a meditation app. Something like that is really, really thoughtful, and it doesn't need to actually cost the earth. So I've just seen the light. This is such a bad light today. I don't know what's going on. I'll sit back a little bit maybe. With the presentation of your gifts, it can be really lovely to have something that's really kind of thoughtful. So rather than using just normal wrapping paper, you can have something that's way more rustic, but just like bound it with a ribbon that you might have been given from years. I always keep my ribbons. I'm a little bit of a ribbon collector, and you can use those for other people's presents, and then get some holly or some berries or something and put that in there and just present it in a way that's really pretty. So maybe it's not always about what's inside, but it's the fact that you've made so much effort with it. And while we're talking about wrapping, let's talk about wrapping paper, which can cost a fortune. Just newspaper looks really cool with a nice ribbon and some foliage, or even clothes torn up looks quite pretty with a ribbon. You could do brown paper and stamp it. We used to do that, and we'd like the children would like write on it. Just really rustic, but it's really nice, and it's obviously better for the environment, and it saves you lots of money as well on wrapping paper. Can I just say one more time for those at the back, do not forget to use your cashback. I've worked in the past with a couple of cashback sites. I'm not working with them in this video, but I am such a, like, what's that word? Like, I don't know, but I just literally tell everybody all the time to use a cashback. I've just checked, and mine's at £1,300 that I've earned in free money just by buying through a cashback site. So I'll leave some in the description, some links for a referral. So I think we both get money if you sign up using my link. Not in any way sponsored, but I just want to kind of reiterate how important it is. People I know make thousands of pounds just by using cashback site, and just to kind of dispel a myth, it's nothing dodgy. It's literally using a third-party website to buy the thing. So if you're going to buy Clark's shoes, for example, I mean, you can use this for like your electricity bill, your phone bill, your insurance, clothes, presents, anything. You can literally use it for anything. So if you were to buy Clark's shoes, for example, or any shoes, you literally go on to either, I use Top Cashback and I use Quidco. I'll leave my referral links below. I use them both because I always check which one's got the best cashback at the time. You literally type in Clarks and then you click the button and it will take you to Clarks' website, and then you can buy your shoes. So it's so easy to use. There's no like worry about, you know, dodginess. I don't know where people get that idea from. Maybe I used to before I knew about it, but now I don't shop without it, and it is a real game changer, because then you can pay for Christmas next year with what you earned this year. It does take a while to come through, but it's free money, so I can wait. Okay, I feel like it's getting darker and darker as this video is going on. So presents, I love a present cupboard, and we always restock the present cupboard throughout the year, because obviously now things like kids' parties are back and Christmas presents. As soon as I see one on offer, and by the way, this is not panic buying, guys. This is organising exactly what you want. This is preparing for it and buying it as soon as you see it. Don't go panic buying. Don't go getting everything that you don't need. Just buy what you need, but do it organised and do it earlier the better. So I have a present cupboard, a card drawer, and I just have a stock in there. So whenever we have a child's party to go to, or if we're buying for the children, it's there and it's safely bought at a better price, much cheaper. Like I said, the Lego that we bought, it's actually gone up a slight amount, but it was something like £80 down to £30. So we bought it, and we can store it, admittedly, in the loft because there's not much space in this house, and it's there and it's much cheaper, and we've just saved a fortune. So I will probably do a kids gift guide or something around that. I'm not really sure, because I've done gift guides in the past. They're probably still relevant because you can still buy the things. There's a lot of work, and I might just do it a little bit less formal and just kind of like little bits and bobs here. This is what we've bought, how much we've saved as we go along. So let me just check my notes, because I've got quite a few notes for you guys. How are we doing for time? Oh, I'm jabbering on as always. Okay, I'm telling you now, as soon as Christmas is over, start buying for next year. If you can store it, brilliant, because you'll get the best deals after Christmas, and you can use that to give next year if you can afford it and if you can store it. Another really good tip is to do a no spend month before the big day. So it may be like you're getting a little bit busy coming up for, where are we now, end of September, October, November. You could probably fit one in, guys. You could probably, and if you can't fit a no spend month in, then maybe do a no spend weeks in between the weekends. If you've got lots of plans, it can save you hundreds of pounds in a month, like hundreds of pounds, if you are buying meals out, going out for dinner, buying clothes, buying, you know, your Amazon purchases. So just think about trying to reel it in. Why don't you try and look through your things and sell them to make money to buy new things or to declutter? Is brilliant. You know, I love Vinted. You've got eBay, you've got Marketplace. There's loads of ways to sell your things and make money to then buy your Christmas presents. So you're actually not using your money in your bank. You're just selling what you've got and then using that money to buy. So I feel like I've forgotten a couple, but one of the ones I wanted to say is just put it out there. Like I said before, if you can't afford to buy for everyone's children, if you can't afford to buy for the adults, but you want to buy for the children, just tell people, and don't feel embarrassed if people buy you something that's worth more than what you give them. Because honestly, from a perspective of someone that wants to buy gifts for people and loves surprising people, that thrill, for want of a better word, for giving someone a gift that they love so much is so much more than receiving something back. So don't ever feel guilty or embarrassed if you can't give to people. Maybe just say to them, guys, I'm not going to be doing kids gifts this year. There's too many of us now, and you know, maybe we can do a secret Santa between the adult friends, that sort of thing. So just put it out there, and honestly, people might be grateful and might think, oh, that's actually helped me out as well. I don't need to buy for your kids. So the main thing, it's obvious, hopefully you know, it's not about the things at all. Experiences, like I said, those free things you can do to make those memories. Growing up with not much money, we didn't have the extravagant things. We went to family most of the time, and it was an amazing Christmas. I just loved it. I've got all the memories, and that's really what it's about. So don't stress yourself out. We're going to be talking a little bit more about money saving Christmases in terms of food. There'll be lots coming up, but let me know in the comments what you would like to see here on this channel for more Christmas content, and hopefully I'll be back without lighting issues and it being really weird and shadowy. And yeah, I will see you really soon. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Lots of love. Bye.